In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people, or are you doing this to make money, or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11Alive today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people, or are you doing this to make money, or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11Alive today.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11Alive today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently.
People are very happy about it, especially our healthcare professionals.
New at noon, Atlanta's mayor on the response to her mask mandate for the city, and the governor's claims it can't be enforced. With COVID cases still climbing in Georgia, hospitals are treating a record number of patients. We look at how care has changed since the pandemic began. And the Black Lives Matter movement inspiring social change around the world and new interest in supporting Black-owned businesses.
11Alive News at noon starts now.
And good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sheba Russell. New this noon, Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms on the defense after Governor Brian Kemp called her citywide mask mandate not enforceable. This as cases and hospitalizations continue to rise. Mayor Bottoms says it's a decision she made for the health and safety of the residents of Atlanta and is indeed enforceable.
We can enforce it in the same way we can enforce any other city ordinance, and it also gives us an opportunity, especially in our airport and other city-owned facilities, to require that people wear a mask. And cities across our state have enacted this ordinance, and it appears that the governor is one of the few elected officials in the state who, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to think that mask should be mandatory. So we're going to continue to do what we need to do on behalf of the people of Atlanta to keep them protected, because the reality is that our state opened up too soon and we are paying the price for it.
So this was just a small portion of the interview our Cheryl Preheim did with Mayor Bottoms just about a few hours ago, and we'll have much more starting on 11Alive News at 5, including how the city is preparing for this weekend, just a week after more than 30 people were shot. The state now reporting more than 2,800 new COVID-19 cases yesterday, and that is the 5th highest total. The number of people needing hospital care is breaking a record. Health officials reporting more than 100 new hospital patients just yesterday. The rise leaving many worried about the strain on our frontline workers. We spoke with a doctor who says hospitals know more today about the virus, allowing them to give patients better care. Mara Siriani has more.
Consider this a lesson learned. As doctors' understanding of the virus has evolved, so too has the standard of care. Hospitalizations are up 43% today from May 1st. That's according to data released by the state. Back then, 1,500 patients occupied beds compared to the 2,322 patients today.
Good news is, so far, the trend has been more medical surgical admissions than ICU admissions.
The main difference, unlike the beginning of the pandemic, doctors and state health officials have more developed plans in place to deal with the increase in patients. They also have treatments. First is convalescent plasma, donated from recovered patients with the goal of passing on COVID-19 antibodies to current patients. The second is the drug remdesivir.
And has been shown in some studies to reduce the duration of symptoms, which in kind means reduced hospitalization.
As the number of patients in Georgia hospitals continues to trend upwards, doctors believe that a wave of patients connected to the 4th of July weekend could be on the way.
That was Mara Siriani reporting, and we have more on COVID-19's impact on Georgia coming up later in the show. You can also check our special coronavirus section on 11alive.com or on our 11Alive app to keep track of the numbers and trends. We are just over 100 days now from the big November election, and one of the more notable races in our state is junior U.S. Senator, the seat currently held by Kelly Loeffler. Many are on the ballot, but only a few are in the forefront. Nick Sturdivant caught up with one of those candidates today in Atlanta, Congressman Doug Collins.
Friday morning, a candidate in one of the most heated races in the state took a tour through Royal Food Service in Atlanta. Doug Collins not holding back against one of his opponents, incumbent Senator Kelly Loeffler.
When you're in a race and you're getting beat in a race, you're going to try and also prove to the state of Georgia that you have conservative credentials.
Loeffler, who is a co-owner of the WNBA's Atlanta Dream, went public with her opposition on the league's plan to honor the Black Lives Matter movement on the team's warm-up shirts and on the courts during the season, wanting the U.S. flag to be displayed instead. She called it an example of politics in sports that she believes has no place in the league. Collins' other notable opponent, Reverend Dr. Raphael Warnock, responding back by calling it the worst kind of politics.
But my question for Senator Loeffler is this: where were you in the 9 years previous you owned this team? Well, I just have to ask the senator, where were you at when you were doing a ticket sharing program with Planned Parenthood?
Collins also doubling down on his criticism of Fulton County DA Paul Howard. Collins sent this letter to the U.S. Attorney General requesting an investigation into the abuse of power by Howard in light of 2 Atlanta police officers charged in the shooting death of Rayshard Brooks.
Bypasses the grand jury, bypasses the investigation by the GBI. It's time for change.
Our 11Alive political team is working hard to bring you perspective on the stories and issues impacting your life. Check the 11Alive app for the latest on Georgia's upcoming elections, including comments from Senator Loeffler and Democratic candidate Reverend Raphael Warnock. A live look now at New Jersey's Cape May as Tropical Storm Faye slowly moves up the East Coast. A number of cities there under a severe weather alert until 9 o'clock tonight. But you can see that's not keeping people off the beach. We had some pretty heavy rain of our own last night, but it is bright and sunny in Atlanta right now. So, Chesley, are things looking clear for the entire weekend?
Not the entire weekend, but we are looking at some sunshine coming back into the forecast area. We have it out there right now, but we're anticipating some more showers and thunderstorms popping up. You talked about Faye, yeah, continuing to push further off to the north. You can see how far away it is from us, and drier air now working into our area. In fact, even drier air will work in later on tonight. But let's get the latest on Faye now. Here's the latest update as of 11 a.m. You're looking at winds up to about 60 miles per hour at the center of circulation. It is moving north at 12 miles per hour, so finally starting to pick up some forward speed there. It's about 40 miles south-southeast of Cape May, where you just showed. Here's another picture of it right here. And you can see the rough surf, but folks seem to not mind that at all. Even the winds are starting to pick up. We're looking at some boardwalk pictures as well, and folks seem to not mind that. For us, we're heating up. Temperatures are already at 87 degrees right here in Atlanta. We're looking at the low 80s for afternoon highs. Of course, when you factor in humidity, it's going to feel much warmer than that. We'll probably feel closer to 100 a little bit later on this afternoon. Again, 91 for your afternoon high temperature, 30% chance for those scattered showers and thunderstorms to develop. That means a lot of us won't see it at all. Again, 30% chance. So where we have those, there will be some brief heavy rain coming down. Also some gusty winds associated with a few of those thunderstorms. They'll linger at least through about 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. They'll dissipate. We'll clear it out. Get some sunshine in here for the weekend. It's going to be a very nice weekend. I'll have the details on that for you coming up.
All right, Chesley. Developing right now, 2 people, including a suspect, shot in an apparent armed robbery. Cobb County Police responding to Suffolk's Green Lane and Paces Walk in Vinings yesterday. They say the intended robbery victim survived the shooting. Cobb Police are working to track down multiple suspects still. Georgia's senior U.S. Senator, adding his name to the list of Republicans criticizing Atlanta leadership over the recent violence. In a Fox News radio interview, Senator David Perdue spoke specifically about the killing of an 8-year-old girl last weekend.
To have an 8-year-old girl shot down on the streets of Atlanta, my question is, where's the outrage? I mean, seriously, this is unacceptable. And I applaud the governor for stepping up and bringing out the guard to bring law and order back.
Sequoia Turner was shot and killed on the 4th of July outside a package store on Pryor Road in southeast Atlanta. This is in the same area where police fatally shot Rayshard Brooks. Atlanta Crime Stoppers releasing this surveillance video you see right here of a person of interest outside the store carrying a gun. And here's the picture. Take a good look. There's now a $20,000 reward in the case. Atlanta police also investigating the shooting of a 9-year-old boy in East Atlanta Village. Naima Abdullahi spoke with the boy's mother and has more on how he's doing.
His name is Giovanni Carson, just 9 years old, an honor roll student. Now recovering from those gunshot wounds, his family tells me that the violence must stop. Another mother in Atlanta, heartbroken that her child was struck by a bullet. Kiana Carson says she's fortunate that her son Giovanni survived.
I'm very blessed that my son is here. We just praying that his motor skills come back to where he has no complications or anything.
She says he's been in and out of surgery at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Police say around 9 p.m. near the intersection of Flat Shoals and Glenwood Avenue, shots were fired into a group of people. There were 3 victims, including the 9-year-old. The mother says her son was hit 4 times. She says it's a miracle that he's alive and recovering.
My reaction was, my baby, like, I'm rushing to him, and I was like 30 minutes away.
This shooting comes just less than a week after the deadly shooting that took the life of 8-year-old Sequoia Turner, an innocent child shot dead. That heartache is one that Kiana can relate to.
My condolences go out to the family because I feel her pain because I was in the same fear. Just so happened my baby was blessed to still be here and to recover from the gunshot that shouldn't have been fired.
And Giovanni's family tells me that they set up a GoFundMe account to help them during this time as their son recovers. For a link to that, visit 11alive.com.
The Black Lives Matter movement growing across the world. The focus on racism and police brutality sparking an interest in Black-owned businesses. Coming up, we take a closer look at the impact it's having on locally owned stores.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11Alive today.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time.
We bring you the latest figures on coronavirus infections here in Georgia every day, but hidden in all of those numbers are the COVID patients who don't really recover. Despite beating the virus itself, they're suffering long-term and serious side effects. How many are there, and will they ever get back to full health? The NIH doctor trying to get answers spoke with our John Schierick.
We've been hearing their stories too.
It's a long road ahead.
Patients who recovered from COVID-19, but weeks and months later are still having to live with serious damage the virus did to their bodies, including damage to the lungs, or kidneys or other organs, or to the nervous system or brain. Patients losing their memories, their balance.
I'm still not myself. I get tired very, very fast to go up the stairs, to come down the stairs. It's hard.
They complain of mental fogginess, not being able to think clearly at all.
Dr. Avindra Nath of the National Institutes of Health says no one knows yet why the virus causes long-term or possibly permanent damage to some patients, or to how many.
Apparently there are thousands of them.
Dr. Nath says it's not even clear yet how many of the former COVID patients suffering long-term damage might have had pre-existing conditions.
So they were very highly functioning individuals And all of a sudden now they can't perform in their job.
Dr. Nath is starting to research the immune systems of the COVID patients who do not fully recover.
And my hope is that more people will continue to get better, but it may not be for everybody, unfortunately.
COVID, it's not something to play with. It's like a monster living in your body.
So there's still much doctors don't know yet about COVID-19. Researchers can only hope that the long-term effects of the virus on some patients will not be permanent.
Despite what schools may do, voluntary high school workouts are still on. Alice Glaze tells us how the Georgia High School Association is planning on moving forward with high school sports, while a great deal of the sports world is struggling to stay afloat.
Last month, the Georgia High School Association allowed schools to begin voluntary conditioning workouts.
I see it going very well. We wish we were further down the road, although we're still on schedule.
High school football practices in Georgia are scheduled to begin on July 27th. Other fall sports are scheduled to begin on August 1st.
I'm confident that we're going to have sports. That's what our goal is.
States around the country are dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic differently. Governor Bill Lee of Tennessee has already banned contact sports until August 29th. In Georgia, Dr. Hines says GHSA will continue to monitor the data as they make decisions to lighten restrictions and eventually get to playing football. Testing has been a critical tool for college and professional sports teams as they started back up. When it comes to testing every high school in Georgia, that's not fiscally possible.
Testing, those are local decisions. Those are individual decisions. The Georgia High School Association does not have a testing program. Those would be unfunded mandates. It's money that we obviously don't have.
Guidelines currently require symptom reporting at the schools to determine whether a student can participate or be referred to go get a test.
You can build up, quite a bit of data over 470 schools.
Dr. Hines also said that regardless of if a student is doing distance learning or attending classes in person, if that student meets eligibility requirements to play, then they're eligible to play.
As long as they're enrolled in that school, and they meet all other areas of the eligibility requirements, then yes, they would be eligible.
Well, the current time is 12:17, and we are looking at sunshine around the area. In fact, it's starting to warm up out there. It feels muggy, to say the least, right? Yeah, sticky out there. Summertime, July, Georgia. You get it. Scattered thunderstorms will start to pop up later on this afternoon as well, so we'll watch that. You can already starting to see some of those showers now starting to move into our forecast area. Very isolated. That's the way it's going to be. Not everyone gets wet. In fact, most of you will be on the dry side. Nothing really around us happening. A little bit of a difference than what we've had the last couple of days. We've seen showers as early as 11 o'clock. 12 o'clock, those showers start to pop up. We even had some severe thunderstorms in the area just yesterday. Today, it's possible that we may get one or two. But for the most part, again, just a few isolated showers around. 91 degrees, our forecast high temperature today. When you factor in the humidity, it's going to feel closer to 100. 7 out of a possible 11 with that 30% chance on the barometer for today. Some drier air will work in, but it won't be until later on tonight. You can see area wide, we're looking okay. Watching a disturbance up here to the far northwest front, making its way down. That front will make its way toward us, but I think it will break up as it moves into the area, or just as it moves in, it'll start to break up. So not much of an effect on our forecast, except just drying us out. Allowing some of that drier air to work in, which will set us up for a mostly sunny day on Saturday. Now, just off the map, we do have Tropical Storm Faye, and this is a look at Atlantic City, boardwalk in Atlantic City there. You see the people just having a good time, like nothing's happening at all, where there is a tropical storm headed in this direction and could make landfall nearby this area later on tonight. Now, here's the latest on Tropical Storm Faye. Winds up to 60 miles per hour. It is moving at a pretty decent clip, moving to the north at about 12 miles per hour. Will likely make landfall later on tonight, maybe around 7 o'clock. I'd say anywhere between Atlantic City and Seaside. Could make some landfall there, and then continue to move, push further into New York and then upstate New York, and eventually on up toward the northeast. And it will pick up some good forward speed, so that by tomorrow that storm will be just an area of low pressure and then moving further in to Canada. Not much of an effect on us at all as it continues to pull away. Again, drier air will be working in. Now this afternoon, after 3 o'clock, you'll start to notice these isolated showers popping up. We said there will be about a 30% chance. Embedded in a few of these will be a few thunderstorms. Where you get those, it will be some brief heavy rain coming down on you. Some frequent lightning will be associated with with it, and perhaps some gusty winds as well. One or two of these could be get up to severe levels, which means the winds up to about 60 miles per hour. So be on the lookout. Carry the umbrella with you if you're going out. It'll dissipate by 10 o'clock tonight. We'll get clearer skies through the overnight and some drier air working in. So Saturday we have mostly sunny skies right on through the afternoon, looking pretty good. You'll see a few cumulus clouds popping up, and that'll be it. Sunday we start off the same way, mostly sunny skies, but then a little weak disturbance will try to come our way. So we'll give it a 30% chance late in the afternoon going into the evening on Sunday for an isolated shower or two. But notice the temperatures will remain in the 90s both days. In fact, going into next week, we'll stay with those low 90s and getting warmer, up to 94 degrees for the high temperature on Wednesday, but we'll have low chances for rain as we head into next week. So that'll be good, right? Hot, sticky, summer type weather headed our way for those of you who love it.
Yeah.
Like Sheba.
Yeah, hot and sticky if you like that. Thanks, Chesley. The killings of black men at the hands of police officers is fueling a worldwide outcry against racism and police brutality. And it's also sparking a big interest in supporting black-owned businesses as thousands of companies have pledged to invest millions of dollars. Nick Sturdivant has more.
It's always been my dream to have my own business, and I always wanted to have a boutique.
It's been about 5 years since Lisa Bob left her corporate job in IT to take over as owner of Squash Blossom Boutique.
The soul of Squash Blossom is from walking in the door and discovering unique pieces.
Did a couple of quarters abroad and traveled a lot and enjoyed tea all around the world.
Brandy Shelton had a similar dream.
I wanted to bring that love of tea back to the U.S.
In 2006, the New Orleans native turned her passion for tea into a business, and with the help of her family, runs Just Add Honey Tea Company.
Our 11-year-old son, he loves it. He's like, can I get in the business conversations, and what's the profit margin?
In the wake of protests against police brutality, people are showering black-owned businesses with support.
In the past, we've only had black women asking, looking around, seeing who's working here, listening to the music and saying, is this a black-owned business? But now we actually have a lot of white women calling specifically, making sure this is a black-owned business because they want to do something and they want to support a black-owned business.
But I don't want you to stop coming when being black is not a hashtag. My emphasis is on the tea and the experience, and I'm black.
According to a study done by Zippia, Georgia ranks second in the nation when it comes to states that support black-owned businesses the most. It also says that there are nearly 9,000 black-owned businesses statewide, employing more than 83,000 people. Last month, PayPal announced a $530 million commitment to support black and minority-owned businesses and communities in the U.S. Pepsi also plans to invest $50 million over 5 years to strengthen local black-owned businesses.
Consider us and make sure that you make an effort to share your dollars.
Absolutely. The owner of Squash Blossom, Lisa Bob, says when people think of black businesses, they often think of restaurants. But here in the metro, there are all kinds of businesses, including clothing stores, auto shops, and fitness centers. Case in point, during Morning Rush, I asked for folks to tell us about their favorite black-owned businesses. Sylvia Williams DM'd me with a shout out to Dance and Fitness Studio Fit for a Purpose in Murrow, Georgia. She says she's a little biased because she's an instructor there. I can also add in here Effect Fitness. They're a great place to work out as well. We'll be right back.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people, or are you doing this to make money, or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close.
All right, here's a reminder for everyone who's been putting it off, procrastinators. You have less than a week to complete your taxes, 5 days to be exact. And with so many people working from home, many of you want to know how that could impact your tax return in the future. So our sister station in St. Louis set out to verify.
The question, can I deduct my work from home expenses during coronavirus on my tax return? Our source, Dave Finklang, a certified public accountant with Anders CPAs and advisors. Dave says in 2018, tax reform changed things. If you are an employee that receives a W-2, you're out of luck.
Think of any of your utilities no longer deductible, part of your mortgage interest not deductible, real estate taxes, part of that not deductible. So unfortunately, as part of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, one of the things they took away from us to lower all the tax rates was the ability to take the home office deduction.
But what if you don't get a W-2? People who are self-employed or contractors get a 1099 form instead at the end of the year. Our expert says that means you are eligible for the home office deduction. So our verify answer is a split one, and it all depends on the form you get at the end of the year. If you get a W-2 form, false. You are not eligible for a home office deduction on your tax return. But if you get a 1099 form, it's true. You are eligible for a home office deduction on your 2020 taxes.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11.
The Varsity in Midtown is expected to reopen today. The Atlanta landmark shut down yesterday after a worker tested positive for COVID-19. The entire restaurant underwent a deep cleaning and is expected to be up and running today again. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19 coverage during prime time. We're committed to giving you facts, not fear. On 11Alive News Primetime, weeknights from 8 to 11 on WATF.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Today at noon on 11Alive.
We are seeing that lack of smell or altered taste can be a symptom.
We answer your coronavirus-related medical questions. Because 11Alive is where Atlanta speaks.
Televised newscasts not enough for you? Get even more at 11Alive's YouTube channel, where you'll find uncut interviews, extended body cam footage, live streams of Atlanta's biggest trials, and more. Subscribe to 11Alive today.
In times of great uncertainty, some things become more clear. The things we take for granted, the people we depend on daily. Here at 11Alive, we'd like to say thank you. First responders, medical staff, sanitation workers, truck drivers, postal workers, and every brave Georgian doing their part to make a difference. We see you, we hear you, and we appreciate all that you do.
Let's start with a viral message going around. Quote, vast majority of people who died had ibuprofen Advil in their system. This message is fake.
We just bought 20 dust masks for $97.
Are you doing this to help people or are you doing this to make money or both?
Both. Take this email sent to the Verify team. Is it safe to have your house cleaned by outside workers? The best practice is to limit guests to emergencies only.
We know things are changing every day, but we're here with you. Continuous COVID-19